was a little embarrassed to say that I fell asleep during half of it, but I was awake enough to know when to turn.
Well, that's funny, isn't it? Did anyone else fall asleep? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's not such an uncommon experience. And as I said before, it's really not sleep that people go into when they drift off in these sessions. And the way I know that is when I say roll to your side and come to standing, everybody gets up, right? The time I know when someone's asleep is when they're snoring. And none of you were snoring, so that was fine. But let me ask you a more important question. When you stood up at the end or when you went back to the original position, did you feel any differences?
Yeah, I did actually. I felt like I was more laying flat on the floor.
Now, does that usually happen just when you go to sleep?
No.
Okay. So that means what you were doing, even while you thought you were asleep, was having an impact on your organization, on your ability to move and how you could rest on the floor. Any differences in your walking or standing afterwards? Breathing?
Actually, I kind of felt a little wobbly after. Might be because I was asleep.
No. You know, here's the thing. Sometimes people will feel more stable after doing something, right? And so that one of the things that gets evoked in these sessions is a more skeletal use of ourself. But that gets evoked through a kind of taking apart or a deconstruction of some of our muscular habits. So when that happens, we can feel a little unstable. Now actually, the ideal would be to have a stable mobility or a mobile stability. So a balance between the two. So the differences you feel at different parts of your pregnancy, where all of a sudden you're like, whoa, who am I today? I can't, I'm holding on to things, or I feel like I'm going to fall, and then the next day you're solid again. What changes? What changes is you just adapt to it in a certain way. And actually practicing something like this that makes you stable and unstable actually carries over to the adaptation of you getting stable and stable and more mobile in your everyday life. So it's great.